Hey guys, I'm Kevin Lytle, the owner of Gainesville Harley-Davidson, and this is my badass 2009 Road Glide. Alright, so like I said, this is a 2009 Road Glide that I ended up with. It was basically a frame that had a motor, and it was a rolling chassis, but all in all the parts kind of needed replaced on it. So it was a perfect bike to jump off for a complete custom build. We started this build right at the beginning of 2023 and literally finished it almost, I believe it was December 31st of 2023. So it was almost a year-long process. Again, as I said, it's a 2009 Road Glide. The king of this build, I would say, is the engine that we have in it. It's a 143 S&S crate motor that we put in there. So big cubic inch, big motor. Got a 26 front inch rim on it with a 26 inch rake kit, as well as a complete custom paint from my buddy Dwayne out at Biking Cycle Art. He's out of Phoenix, Arizona. He used to be local here in Ocala, but moved out there to the more custom bike area several years ago. So he did all the paint. And he had the paint for a while. As you guys remember, in 2023, we had some pretty high temps. And out in Phoenix, it was too hot to paint. So he had the paint for about 6 months, just trying to get it in when he could. So he did a fantastic job, really setting the bike off. I only gave him the guidance of orange, white, black, and told him to do his thing. He's the artist. So this is what was returned to me here. Also, the whole body work is Voodoo custom body work. So other than the Paul Yaffe tank, everything else is from Voodoo. So any of you guys that have worked with that in the past know that it's really cool stuff, but it definitely takes some work to get it to really fit the bike. As anything, every bike's different, every build's different. So that was a little bit of a challenge for us here at the shop, but again, I have a great team in the back. Let me give a shout out to Gainesville Harley Service Department, number 3 in the nation this year with our Platinum Award-winning service department there. So Shay Toohey and Brad Tyson, they're both the technicians that really worked on this bike to get it where it is today. Sound system, so I got JL audio front and rear here with a Sony head unit, 500 watts per front, per rear, so 2 different amps in the bike. It really gets rocking. All right, so again, got a 26-inch rim on the front with a bolt-on rake kit. We decided not to cut the frame on this one. The rake kits have really come a long way in the last, however you want to say, 5-10 years. So we just went with the rake kit, 26-inch front, performance machine brakes, got a matching rear, 16-inch rear, as well as have dirty air on front and rear, quick up, quick down, as you can see too with the electronic kickstand. So you can center it up and really display the whole bike. So I've always been intrigued, with the big wheel bagger craze that started, again, many years ago. I actually built a bike in 2015, 2016 that had a 30-inch wheel on it, and I had that bike for several years and ended up selling it. It wasn't quite as custom as this bike. I kind of built that, tried to make it more, quote-unquote affordable. And so again, to me, in my era, for a lot of us, this is more of a modern day chopper to me. Our parents, my father, they built the sleeked out, real deal bobber choppers, and those are still really cool too, and I respect those bikes. But again, this is a full-on custom, just a little more in detail, I'd say, than they used to be back in the day. So I've always wanted a machine like this, and to have something, a lot of guys have a really nice fancy bike, but the motor's stock, or they have a really cool, badass fast bike, but you know, it doesn't look as nice. So I wanted to do both, the best of both worlds, to where the bike looks good and it hauls ass. I'll have to, at some point in this video, we'll show you the dyno sheet on what this thing's putting out.